Hey there, fellow bannermen, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord, Lords of the Forest, Episode 17, Southern Voyage. Trade 99. And there is an arena fight. Yeah, it's an arena fight for a tier 3 mace. Man, they're not putting up good prize money, are they? Ouch! I hit his horse, not him, and he hit me hard. Alright, you want to sword and board it? That's fine. My polearm skills suck, so if you want to use the weapon I'm better at, it's fine by me. Bye-bye. So, for companions, I am looking for companions that will become decent party leaders, meaning that they have leadership tactics and stewardship, ideally. So that when I become a king, I can have vassals that are competent army leaders. Because that is the most important thing to have when you become a king, is vassals that can function well. Because it's very hard to defend your kingdom without a decent amount of capable vassals. Because if you don't have that, every battle you fight, you're massively outnumbered, and it's brutal. Come on, little man. All right, down you go. Did I check their... Yeah, I checked their markets. Okay. You want me to continue the World Tour. The World Tour, one of the benefits of the World Tour, of course, is that I will be able to meet more companions as well. So, settlements. Sargot, I'm pretty sure I've been to. Oh, holy hell, I haven't. Okay. We're ahead of Sargot then next. And then down to yeah, Sargot to Charis. And then we can work our way through the south. Brewer, smithy, linen. You are a spice vendor. So, Janab is honest and merciful. So her personality traits check out. And she has stewardship and trade. So she is missing a lot of skills. Like, she has almost no ability to fend for herself, but she could become a good party leader. Should we recruit Janab? Because in the meantime, she can become a caravan leader because of her high trade. And then, once I no longer need trade caravans, she has a decent bit of stewardship. Because if you compare to the people that we know of now. So if I go to heroes, met before, alive, who are wanderers. No stewardship, is devious, is cruel. We already recruited him, is devious, is cruel. One of the restrictions in this series is that we only recruit nice people to basically explain it. And almost everyone we meet for companions are like devious. They're dishonorable. Or they're cruel. So between all of the devious or cruel people that we meet, it's very rare to meet someone who is not. And you guys say, bring her on. So let's talk to her and hear her backstory. And hopefully it's like family friendly, because sometimes they're not.
I don't...
My father was a merchant. When he died, he left his children a small inheritance. Most went to my brothers. They headed east to the lands of the Padishah, leaving me in charge of our interests in Calradia. Oh, so they, like, left the continent. Interesting. For me to step into my father's shoes and to be treated as an equal by other merchants, I knew that I had to make a lot of money in short time, or they would elbow me out of the market. I had an opportunity to buy pepper from another trader who was selling it at a discount and needed cash. I, of course, inspected the pepper and its storage. I interviewed the watchman at the warehouse. You can trust us, madame. They said, rest assured, your pepper is in good hands. But one of them kept a brazier lit at night for warmth, and camel-kicked it into the bed of straw, and while he was relieving himself. When he returned, the warehouse was in flames, and I became penniless. I'm sorry it turned out so badly for you. Well, now I feel I made a wise choice because to buy the pepper... Sorry. Well, even now I feel I made a wise choice to buy the pepper. Wise, but unlucky. Such is fortune. I had not seized the opportunity. Other merchants would have mocked me, a woman who lacked the daring to succeed in a man's trade. Instead, they mock a rash woman who lacked a man's judgment. Here I am, looking for work. I could use you in my company. And, because technically Sargot is, at the moment, a Battanian land, I will kick her off in a caravan here.
Well now, stranger.
For Janab, the spice vendor. Good luck, Janab. Can devious characters lose their trait? If the player... Yeah, I guess technically they could, but it's very rare that traits change unless you really grind for it. So if you were devious, you would need to do a ton of not devious things over and over and over again to lose that negative trait. And it's just a rule of the series that I don't even consider recruiting devious people, so... Alright, trade goods here. They've got cheap nothing. It seems a lot easier to lose positive traits than to gain them. Agreed. Traits don't change much, is the long and short of it. So we have yet another companion. And they are going to be running caravans for us. Hopefully they'll be making a profit. We actually make a pretty good, tidy profit every day. And honestly, my party expenses are pretty high because I have high-level troops in my party. So, you know, I'm rolling in dough. Workshop income's pretty good. Caravan income's pretty good. Oil press, olive press, smithy. So, and then Iron Belly, who is cruel. So, one way, if I was to become cruel, is letting, when you defeat enemy lords, letting them go is a act of mercy, and you can become merciful that way. But that's only for the player character. I don't think it's for your companions. So companions don't benefit from that. So it's easier for you, the player, to lose and gain traits than your companions, who affect the world a lot less. In other words. All right. Buying on the cheap. This oil's pretty good. Okay. So, next up. We have definitely gone to Ortisia because I own a silversmith there. So here are the town list. And Ortisia is a known. Yeah, olives were cheaper in the last city. It'll happen. If I really wanted cheap olives, I would visit the villages like this one. Maybe not that one specifically, but villages that sell, because I get a trade price discount at villages. Let's say companion traits are, like, for all intents and purposes, static. Yeah, that's more or less true. It's very difficult for them to be modified. Which is why in one of the rules of the series, when we only recruit nice people, not considering bringing on anyone that has traits that would need to be changed, as that would be a violation of the rules already. Alright, so the business is here. We have got an olive press, and a pottery shop. Don't have to put them out of business. There was someone that knew something about the Folly just west of me, and I'll check in on them in a second. Nah, that's not great price. Yeah, the prices here kind of suck. But this will be my first Aserai arena. I've never been to Aserai lands, so... Oh, right, the Aserai, because a lot of their battles are on horses, their arena is massive to accommodate all the horse fights that you end up doing. I will look at Sword Coast. I will look at dates to buy, because I know they're mostly available in the south. If I really... what I should have done is stock up on iron ore, because I know that the south and the east doesn't have a lot of natural iron. So running long-distance trade to sell, like, horses in the east and iron to the south, that's very effective. But it requires a pretty decent investment of time, because there's a lot of travel time cost. So you can make a ton of trade points that way, but I would only consider doing that if trade was my sole focus, which it is currently not. My focus is to put other silversmiths out of business. Oh, you're not on my team. For some reason, I thought that last dude was on my team. I turned my back to him only to realize, whoop, fight's not over. Good. And now the Aserai infantry that let me down last round gets to be killed by me. I am not good at judging throwing. I hit him in the shield at least. Twice. And then in the neck. Wow, he really missed. Alright, what did I get? I got a turban. It's horrible, so I'll sell it. Yeah, date fruit actually is it's pretty inexpensive here. So I'll buy date fruit for under 20. And when I go back north, I'll look to sell it. So let's see if I can talk to the dude that has information about the folly. Because I only have one more folly to know about.
Yours is not a face-up.
A sad day for the men who killed, but we had our vengeance. There was a warrior named Namir. Oh, I've already read this. Namir was strung up and betrayed, blah, 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 blah. This is the same exact story that I was given before. The hero of the Aserai then eloped and was essentially murdered for it. TLDR. Okay. At this point, there is a follow-up part of the Folly quest, meeting with Battania and Arzagos, which I can do. With that said, there's no more progress that really can be made. There's not really any progress to be made until I hit Clan Tier 4. So I can meet with them when it's convenient, but it's not a rush, because it doesn't really matter when I meet with them until I'm Clan Tier 4. The other thing I could be doing while I'm down here is buying olives. Come on. Olives on the cheap? So I'll... no, I have cheaper olives. So we'll head to Sonala and then Oscar. That's not cheap silver ore. Ooh. So we do have another silversmith here. Yuha the silversmith. So, in this instance, the silversmith does have a bound village at the moment, only because Einbalak Castle is also owned by Aserai. So there's an option here. Should I buy the silversmith in Sanala and change priorities, or buy it and put it out of business and keep touring? I'll have you vote for that for a minute. There's a cruel and impulsive dude in the tavern. No, thank you. And what about local trade? That's some cheap mules, man. Oil sells good here. Have my oil. As does grapes. Olives aren't cheap. Date fruit isn't super cheap. Yeah, there's really not much else here. It's too bad I don't have a bunch of hardwood. Oh my lord, is the prices for hardwood ridiculous here. Man, I really thought that I was going to hit 100 trade from that transaction, but I didn't. Alright, put it out of business and continue touring. Got it. So, in order to do that, I need to sell my wine press. I don't care about the goods in the workshop. That's fine. And then buy the silversmith here.
Yours is not a fake.
I can keep it as a silversmith for now, but as soon as I happen upon a new silversmith, what I'll do is I'll change the production for this workshop to something other than silver, and then sell it, and then buy the new one. Okay. Let's move on. Down to Oscar. Because the NPCs will never change the workshop type, as far as I'm aware. So if you change all the existing silversmiths to something else, they stop producing jewelry. Meaning that only your workshops produce jewelry, which means that you've effectively cornered the market on jewelry. There is a tannery. Oh, this guy owns both. Tannery and wine press. And another tannery. Davin the Fit. Oh, I know you, Davin. I already met you. Yeah, they have a lot of cheap horses here. Pretty cheap grain, too. I'm just going to stock up on grain for me to eat. Buy out their date fruit. Buy meat. Actually, that meat's pretty inexpensive, so I'll buy meat until... I'll buy all the meat, apparently. What animals live in Aserai? Well, maybe goats. So it's goat butter. A lot of the arena fights that I've been entering to lately have had really terrible prizes. Like tier 3 prizes. Which just aren't a lot of money. How are you still alive? Hit him in the neck twice with javelins. Like, what are you, Luke Cage and the Iron Neck? I missed by an inch, maybe. It looked good to me, but obviously it wasn't. Game's pretty fair on hit detection, so whenever I'm, like, frustrated, I'm wrong. Oh, I have an axe, too. Donk. You know what? One thing that would be interesting is to see where my renown came from. Like the origin of the renown that I have. It's probably almost all arena fights. Just because I'm a duelist, a charming duelist. To make it... Make it, the renown gain as palatable as possible. Oh, whoa! I was not expecting to hit him there. That was a Hail Mary shot, and he's down. I cleaned that one up quick. I'm getting better at throwing. Okay, we're done with Oscar. So, Iyakis. Here we come. Uh-oh. Janab. Are you winning or losing? I think she won. Yeah, if she gained leadership in medicine, she won the fight against the bandits. Because leadership means her troops leveled up, and medicine means she's healing. Pottery, tannery, olive press. Calculating and daring. But you're a smith, so never mind. Interesting. They have a deficit of date fruit here. So I can sell some of the date fruit, even though I'm still in the south, for pretty good profit. How close am I? So, 3758 to 100. We're working on it. I should be hitting 100 any minute now. So, Kasira is next. Soon my name is going to be Halligan the Silvermonger, or something like that. The Jewelry Monger. Tannery, brewery, pottery. Knowing the tavern. Pretty boring town. A boring town that needs oil. And another one that needs date fruit. And butter. And meat. Here we go. Trade 100. So, next trade at 125. That's the really important one where we've already decided that I get daily renown for every profiting workshop. But, trade skill. So the top one is toll gates. So workshops gather trade rumors. Meaning that the workshops that I have around the world will tell me the prices for stuff. Governor doesn't matter because I'm never going to be a governor. And then the bottom one is caravans. Gather trade rumors. So caravans gathering trade rumors would benefit me more now. So here's something to think about. Is I'm probably not going to do a ton of trading once I become clan tier 4. meaning that the benefit of trade rumors is pretty diminished once I hit Clan Tier 4. So I have a lot of caravans now, but I have as many workshops. I don't know. They're pretty equal, in my opinion. Now, you guys did want me to focus on workshops in the long run, so maybe workshops gathering trade rumors is a better long-term investment. I could definitely hear that argument, but you guys can decide. And yeah, there was no silversmiths here yet. So pushing on from Kasira to Hubyar. Denny made 2 silver yesterday. Good job, Denny. I'm so very glad that I paid so much money to get you your caravan back. Look at that price point. Look at this. It's like... Oh, never mind. I'm not buying from you. You're extorting me. Hubyard does have an arena fight. That's good. They have a linen weavery and a tannery and a brewery. No one in the tavern. I'm not going to be at Sinal anytime soon, so I'll sell the pottery here. Buy the linen. It's weird that they have one leather that they're selling on the cheap. Towns around here must have leather, driving up supply or something. Are we fighting for another garbage low-tier weapon? Yes. Because of course we are. At least just this time I'm healed. Hey, Yellow, you're fighting the wrong dudes. Whatever, I'll just solo them. Cheers. I think the spear is better for Chorus, though. Our companion who... Oh! That was nice. The relative speed when I threw that javelin at that dude was so high that he just got one-tapped. As you can see, it's not something I can repeat easily. Due to lack of skill. Hit the horse in the neck. Maybe not what I was... Oh, no, let's not punch them to death. Where's the... Ah, there he is. Oh, I don't have an axe. I can't even... There we go. I was, like, aimed the wrong way. My horse was turning on me. Whoa, that almost hit me in the head. The shift in my hair distribution since you watched my dredge playthrough is funny. Yeah, all the hair migrated. It was a very careful procedure, migrating the hair correctly, but I survived it. Man, my throwing's been way off. Okay. Chorus, whatever her name is, Korik. Here is a slightly better spear. Because we bought him garbage when we recruited him. Because I was poor then. Not poor now. I don't think there's really anything to pick up in this market. So, pushing on. Razeh and Vostrum. So you guys want workshops to gather trade rumors? Got it. Quick question for you guys. Continue or do something else? So we got a vintner here, a brewer, and a silversmith. So there is a silversmith I need to be putting out of business here. No one in the tavern. There is an arena though. So I'm going to do the arena and then I'll put the silversmith out of business, provided I have enough money to do it. There is that that caveat. Oh, not this again. Yellow. Yellow. Frickin' idiot.
You bastard!
Who is it? An Aserai veteran infantryman? At least he killed his quarry. But I do not like when my teammates go the wrong way. Got a little bit of murder for everyone here. I didn't miss. Yeah, it's embarrassing. I don't even need a shield fighting you. I put it the hell away. I feel like getting gutted by a javelin should do slightly more damage than that. I hit him in the abdomen. Oh, well, I just hit him in the shoulder for even less damage. Alright, and you guys want me to continue the tour. I'll be very worldly at the end of this. In the head! All that work for more garbage weaponry. I'm going to hold on to the leather and linen. I think I can get better prices elsewhere. Am I heading to Iakis? Yeah, I think I'm heading to Iakis, so I'll buy a bunch of jewelry because I think I can sell it in a second. Oh no, I just left Iakis. Never mind. Okay, so you guys want me to continue the tour, which means I need to do two things. I might actually not have enough money to put Raz's silversmith out of business, so let's first check the price.
You wanted to see me for...
25,000. I have 26,000. So in order to do this, I need to make a little bit of money. So let's go to Iakis, sell the jewelry, and then Charis for the... So we'll have to do a little bit of trade. So what I need to do here is this. I need to first take my Sonala silversmith and replace it with something. So let's check Sonala. Sonala has grain, fish, grain. Because the NPCs don't change the workshops, I think in the south there isn't a lot of wood, right? So if I want this business to not be profitable, I could switch it to something like Wolverweavery. Right, there's not, or like wood workshop. There's no other wood workshops in town, but like switch it to a wood workshop, which costs me money, and then sell it. I don't care what's in the work. Oh, actually, there is some jewelry in the workshop, but no, I'm just going to sell it anyway. So now Sonala's used to have a silversmith. They no longer do. I put them out of business in a weird way. So I do have the money to... Yeah, let's go back to Raza and buy that silversmith. And then work our way north. And I'll try to find good trade price for my stuff as I go north.
Oh.
Okay. I leveled up in throwing. Choice between draw speed of throwing weapons, so the throwing troops, before we pull on this, let's look at Battanian troops that I'm typically going to use. I think that's kind of important. So the archers don't have a draw speed for throwing. Wildlings use javelins, so they do have draw speed. And I would say, in my opinion, the best regular troops in Battania would be the Wildlings. Mixing between the Wildlings and the Fian champions are very powerful. Maybe getting horsemen as well if we need cavalry. More than the mounted skirmishers, but because the mounted skirmishers and the wildlings, well, they both use thrown weapons, so it might make sense if we really want to invest in draw speed for a horseman to be javelin skirmishers rather than horsemen. They're both tier 5, and we can split our veteran skirmishers to wildlings and mounted skirmishers. So that's a possibility. Because these guys here have one-handed bearded axes and hook spears. One-handed polearms. Whereas these guys have one-handed steel blades and javelins. So these guys don't throw anything where these guys do. So maybe... I don't really know the meta between the two. But, like, it's fair to say that throwing is somewhat of an important skill for late-game combat for Battanians. Because they rely upon throwing a lot. For their infantry. The alternative is 40% damage to shields with throw for personal, and then 8% damage to shields with throw for troops. So they're both, the second parts of both of those are for captain only. But pick between those two. Thank you for tuning in to Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord Lords of the Forest, which originally streamed live on Twitch, March 12th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow bannermen.